Hello there, and welcome to Fallout 4. Hopefully it's showing up on screen, right? Yep, it is. Yeah, welcome to Fallout 4. It has been literally years since I've last touched this game at all, but it's a game I very much enjoy. I have a plan for a new series. It's gonna be a YouTube series of me just playing Fallout 4. It will be like right alongside Assassin's Creed 2, so basically we'll have those two series that are consistently going on, Fallout 4 and AC2. And yeah, just it's gonna be a new addition. I did just, however, want to do a little bit of a stress test here, just to see, because here's the thing: Fallout 4 is a game that is 4 years, it's 4 years younger than Skyrim. And Skyrim, my PC struggles so much with the performance of Skyrim and Vtuber Studio at the same time that I'm having to always stream that game in PNG mode. So this is just kind of a stress test to see, do I need to do that? Now, the graphic settings are probably a little bit lower than they need to be. I might be able to bump them up just a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how we feel about it. But for now, we'll start with the low settings just because that's what we got. That's what my PC decided. It only decided that because it, for whatever reason, couldn't detect what my GPU even is. But theoretically it should be fine to be on like medium settings at the very least, but we're just gonna try, see if Vtuber Studio is fine, see if the game is fine. And also, one other thing, because this is from a because this is from a so I did a Twitter poll. I did a poll on Twitter to see like what kind of build would people like to see if I were to play Fallout 4, and we ended up having to do a tiebreaker between melee and like big guns, like minigun, rocket launcher, Fat Man, all those sorts of big guns. And big guns ended up winning that poll, so we will be doing big guns, and we will be playing with power armor, which is actually a thing. Both of those things I have very little experience actually doing, even though once upon a time I did start a character that tried to do that, but I think new games came out or something where I got distracted and I just like couldn't be bothered to keep playing with that character. So we're going to try, and me, for the first time ever in all of history, I want to try and play a big guns character. Now, I should also put a little warning here. This character that I'm going to build right here for the stream is not going to be the character for the series. Part of the reason is I can't actually remember what all the requirements are, and I can't even decide which perks we're going to be wanting. And I can't even remember how many perk points we get. Not perk points, special points, special stats. So we're gonna be taking a look at that, kind of mapping out our plan for what our character is gonna look like, and not like visually look like, but you know, like what everything's gonna be. Also, if we're playing big guns and if we're playing with power armor, of course we're doing the Brotherhood of Steel, which I don't think I've actually ever done a Brotherhood of Steel run before. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop into this stress test. I will be skipping the intro if I can, because we really just want to like rush in. Like, this is literally, yeah, can I skip this, please? Yeah, skip. Not to worry, we'll get into all the other stuff later, but
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hon.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
you know what? Like, for low graphic settings, this is actually
my
not
turn,
that
big
bad. So yeah. And yeah, we're not gonna bother with like any of this stuff. We're done. Yep, this is our character. 100%. This is who we are. Now, just walk around. There's Codsworth.
173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
Yeah, we're not gonna bother too much with a lot of this stuff. We're just gonna try to speed through the beginning as much as possible so I can know, like, how does my computer handle this, and I want to get to the point in the game where I get my Pip-Boy and level up so I can actually see what all my perk options are.
Oh, sounds like someone made a statement.
Anyway, we got some holotapes.
Bunch of our old holotape recordings.
Codsworth.
But then we're looking at a cold front coming down from Canada, making it crisp and dry for next week's Halloween festivities.
Ta-dum.
Looking at our
Yeah,
next
we've
week's
got
forecast,
the
we have a high
news
of
broadcast.
on Monday.
I have to say the intro for Fallout 4 is very nostalgic for me, because, like,
Cool weather as well.
do I have to talk to you, by the way?
Hun?
Majow,
Do I look nervous? I look nervous, don't I?
so for Southeast Asia, but for the 5th Infantry,
Maybe I have to sit down on the couch.
all the easier for our mechanized Hellcats to drive any screaming commune.
It's that salesman again. I don't know why
There
he
he
keeps bothering me.
is.
And now we'll look at sports.
Alright, so you are going to be very helpful to me,
Good
friend.
morning. Vaultec calling.
I am referring, of course, to our great national path.
Good morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
Then I'm glad I opened the door.
Oh, me too. You have no idea. Now, I know you're a busy woman, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being, a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family's service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
Sounds great.
Oh, it is. Believe you me. Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. I just need to verify some information. That's all.
Sure. Let's do it.
Splendid! Splendid. Now, let's see.
Alright, so here's another thing I want to test too, by the way. Because Codsworth is a bit of an experiment in gaming. I don't know if any other games do this, but Codsworth is like one of the few people that I know, the few characters in a game I know that does do this, which is he speaks to you by name, like he refers to you as your character's actual name in game. But that's only if you choose, if the name you choose is from like a list of pre-recorded names. So I'm gonna try Haru. I think Haru is like common enough, it should be fine. But we will see if Codsworth actually knows our name. As for character build, like I said, I have no clue whatsoever which perks are where and at what level. So what I'm gonna do for this test build is we're just gonna put a bunch of points into intelligence just to speed up our level up as much as possible, and I guess endurance. Then we've got like a few points left. Let's put those into, I don't fucking know. Strength, sure, there we go.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Mom, Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that maternal affection you seem to be so good at.
Go ahead, honey. I'll be there in a second to help, okay?
Alright, and then we talked to Sean. I did notice there was...
My boy isn't giving his mother any trouble, is he? Hey, I fixed that mobile on his crib the other day.
You know,
Why don't you give it a spin?
yeah, I did notice what, as I was downloading
That's my boy. On his best behavior.
handful of mods. There is actually a mod that lets
Listen,
you
after
be
breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit.
like
Should hold up.
gay, so either
Yeah.
male
sounds like
male or female female.
You should come and
Like
see
that's an
this.
actual option.
Codsworth? What's wrong?
But yeah, it's a thing.
Yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes. Sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation. We seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations. We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
We need
Well.
to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Come to think of it, hang on. He was just standing next to the TV the entire time. At what point did he run back and grab Sean? Anyway, let's not stand around or anything. We're just gonna sprint our way to the vault and screw everything else. Again, we're just kind of stress testing, hoping the PC handles well. graphics are definitely not as good as they could be, but they are at least what they are.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Alright, and here we have basic soldiers. Anyway, yada yada. Let's just keep going. And onto the platform. And we are about to see
Is Sean okay?
He's fine.
one of the most chilling moments in the entire game.
Hold on!
And God, that sends me chills every time that happens. Every time. Oh my God. Anyway,
We made it. We're okay.
let's see if we can't rush the tutorial area as much as possible.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111.
Welcome to Vault 111. Yay.
Just this way, please. This way.
Then we walk through here.
Good. Step over.
We're cleared for radiation. We get our vault suit.
Just follow the doctor. He'll show you where to go.
All right.
I know where to go. I've played this game
Our home
before.
was everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C. God, honey, what if they didn't make it? I know this is a difficult time.
Oh, we'll
Anyway.
be checking everyone off the list as they come in. Just a few
Fashionable.
medical items we have to get through for the future, right?
Such a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Alright, and
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
let's do it. There's more stuff to be done here. I will
Pressurize you
do this a
before we
little
head
bit
deeper.
more thoroughly.
Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure.
Yeah, I'll be doing this a whole lot more thoroughly when I actually start the playthrough for real.
Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wish I could skip this cutscene, but we're gonna have to sit through it.
This is the one. Here. Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine. I got it. Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once. I'm not giving you short!
And there he goes.
Please restore the backup.
And then we wake up. And now that cutscenes are over, we can actually be in control again and speed this along as much as we want. So, we got giant roaches. Hang on and grab our baton. Because we're gonna have to fight through some roaches.
Giant roaches?
Yep.
What the hell?
Giant roaches. That is correct. And then up here. Then we get a gun. Might as well use it.
Terminal's got this locked.
Oh, right. We have to use the terminal. I guess we'll use the terminal. Open tunnel. Alright. And now that we got the gun, we can have a lot more fun with this. I'm having a... I have really bad aim. Hang on. These are just roaches. I shouldn't be struggling that much. And over here, here's another roach. Isn't there one that, like... I feel like there's one more roach that just comes out of nowhere, but... Oh, there it is! I knew there was one. Anyway, let's grab a Pip-Boy. Slap that on. And you are gonna be my best friend for this, because this is gonna teach me all I need to know eventually about leveling up. So here we are. Okay, this is all I need to know. Yeah, so remember, we start with 1 across the board, and then we get 21 perks, 21 points to spread. We actually get 22 because there's a free point that we can get after we leave the vault. So what are we gonna be wanting? Let's take a look at all these perks. So you are only for unarmed, we don't care about that. You are for melee weapons, we don't care about that. Armor, we are definitely going to want, so we're gonna want at least strength 3. Blacksmith, we're also going to be wanting. Oh, wait, no. No, that's just melee weapons. We need armor for rank 3, though. Heavy gunner, that's the one that we want. That's gonna be rank 5. And then anything beyond that. Pack mule is worthless. Steady aim. Honestly, not awful if we're being a heavy gunner, so maybe 7 points there. Basher, gun bashing does more. That isn't gonna mean much to us. Rooted is just kind of nice. And then Pain Train, that's for power armor characters. So strength of 10 is probably what we want. Maybe that's a possibility. Alright, let's go into perception. So pickpocket, we don't care. Rifleman is pretty much gonna be useless to us. I mean, I don't know. There might be a big gun that kind of qualifies as a rifle, but for the most part, yeah, no, we're not gonna bother with that. Awareness is kind of not really useful to us. Locksmith, I mean, might as well, right? Like, it's kind of just one of those perks that you always kind of want to get into. So, hang on. I should be writing this down. I'll be right back and grab a pen. Okay, pen and paper have been grabbed. Just need to put my blanket back on because it's chilly. We are in that season. So yeah, strength. What did we say about strength? Oh, god damn it. Why are you now all of a sudden not in controller? Use the fucking controller. I've been having some problems with Fallout 4 since booting it up, which is that it really it likes to default to mouse and keyboard, first of all, and second of all, like, yeah, just, it really likes the, it doesn't really have my preferred resolution. Just all sorts of different things. But as long as it works, that I will accept. So, strength, preferred 10. There we go. Okay, so strength 10 if we can. Now as for perception, so locksmith, that's gonna be level 4. Demolition expert. Yeah, I think we'll be using explosives too, so probably perception of 5. Night person we don't really care for. Refractor don't really care for. All the rest of this we don't really care for. But we do want demo expert, so P is 5. Now into endurance. Okay, so for endurance, toughness is fine. Lead belly, not gonna use that. Life giver, doubt we'll use that. Chem resistant, doubt we'll use that. Aqua girl is kinda nice. Rad resistant, not very useful, especially if we're using power armor. Adamantium skeleton, not super useful. Cannibal, not super useful. Ghoulish, not super useful. And solar powered, not super useful. So, perk wise, endurance is kind of our dump stat. However, we do want a lot of endurance, is the thing. Because even though we're not really going to be using any of these perks, although, I don't know, like, solar power is actually kind of nice. If we can get to endurance level 10, I would like that, but I don't think we're likely to. So we'll just mark endurance as a dump stat, but we don't really we still want endurance is the thing. Because that does monitor our health. So what else do we have? Charisma. This is probably going to be our main dump stat, because even though speech checks are kind of fun in the game, there's ways to boost your charisma without having to use, like, perk points on it. Yeah, Cap Collector we just get by default. Black Widow. It's maybe kind of interesting. Lone Wanderer. Lone Wanderer is interesting, but like, I don't know. I think we'll be playing with a companion. Like, the companions in this game are kind of fun and unique. Attack Dog, Animal Friend, Local Leader, Party Girl, Inspirational, Wasteland Whisperer, and Intimidation. Yeah, none of those really fit our build. I mean, they're all good perks, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have like a charisma character that puts a bunch of points into charisma and has all this stuff, but I don't think we can spare. Yeah, I don't think we can spare it. So we're gonna put charisma as a 1. And that's definitely gonna be the dump stat. Like, we're not gonna put any points into that. Intelligence. Vans, the most useless perk in the game. Medic. We might be needing to use medic at some point. Gun nut, definitely. We do want gun nut, so at least level 3. Hacker, so at least level 4. Scrapper is just kind of nice to have, but it's not super important. What is super nice is science. That's at level 6. Chemist. That's just really nice to have. I don't think we'll actually be using it. Robotics expert. I don't think we'll be going into that. So we're not going to worry about that. Nuclear physicist. Okay, the fusion core is lasting longer. That's nice. So if we can, I would like to get intelligence to 9. But yeah, and then nerd rage we don't really care for. So intelligence. An intelligence of 9 would be super nice. Agility. Gunslinger, don't care. Commando, also don't really care. Although, here's the thing. We might be using automatic weapons just as kind of a backup, because especially in the early game, we're not necessarily gonna have the ammo for like the minigun and stuff like that. We will need other ways of dealing damage. Sneak, definitely not useful. Hello legal. Same with Mr. Sandman, not very useful. Action Girl. Not really sure how much we'll be using action points. We'll definitely be using some, because you need to use bats if you want to do any crits at all, and crits are kind of very valuable. Moving target is nice to have. I love you too, legal. Moving target is nice to have. Oh, that's just when sprinting though. Yeah, no, we're not gonna bother with that. Ninja, not gonna care. Quick hands. That would actually be very useful if we could do that. Yeah, it would be super useful. I've not played Fallout 1 or 2. I've watched a playthrough of Fallout 1, and I watched like the first few episodes of a playthrough of Fallout 2. So I'm like vaguely aware of them, but I have not played them. And they're also not really my type of games. Like those isometric RPGs just aren't really my thing. I'm much more of an action and adventure girl. But they might be fun to try and play at some point. Let's see, Blitz. Yeah, that's only for melee, and then Gun Fu we don't care. So if we can, quick hands would be nice. So try to get agility to 8, but that is not a priority. Oh, thank you, legal. And then as for luck, this is also probably gonna be a dump stat, which is unfortunate because luck is so good in this game. I love luck. Yeah, let's see. Scrounger is kind of just nice to have. Bloody Mess is pretty solid. Like, I'd love to have Bloody Mess, just bonus damage in general on everything. Mysterious Stranger is just kind of fun and nice to have, but not really that big of a deal. Idiot Savant is like fine. It gives us bonus XP. Better crits. I don't think we're gonna be doing that many crits is the thing. So we're probably not gonna be going for that. As much as I like, we will be using criticals. Like, I don't think we can go without using them because they're just too good not to use. But we won't be using them enough for me to justify putting that much points into luck. Same with Critical Banker, Grim Reaper Sprint, 4-Leaf Clover, and Ricochet. All of those, yep, luck. I would say the highest we want luck to be at would be for Bloody Mess, which is level 3. Now, let's take a look at all these stats that I have. So, strength, if we can get it to 10, that'd be great. The thing is, we only really need it to get to 9, because, we could get the bobblehead to boost it up to 10, or we could use the book in Sanctuary Hills to boost up to 10. But yeah, remember, we only have 21 points to spend, and then there's SPECIAL, that is 7 stats. We're granted 1 each, guaranteed. So yeah, let me just do a little bit of math here. If we get 21 points to spend, 9 of those go into strength, then 4 of those go into perception, so that gets us to 13. Intelligence, we want to be up to 9. We can get away with that only being 8 because there is a bobblehead that can get us up to 9. And same with agility. So yeah, with like all of these, let's just think here. If strength, if we put strength at 9, so 9. No, it'd be 8 points into strength. 8 points into strength. Plus perception. The perception bobblehead we can get, which would make us, yeah, we'd only need 3 points into perception. So that right there is 11 points. My favorite weapon in Fallout, that's kind of a hard question, because it really just depends on my character build. One that I used a lot in Fallout 4 with my first character was, I can't remember its name, but it's the silent pistol that you get. I think you get it through doing railroad missions. That was like my gun that I just used for basically everything. It was such a fun gun, just like the silent pistol. Okay, so yeah, then endurance, charisma, intelligence. Is it? We want it to get to 9. Yep, deliver. That's the one. And yeah, that's probably my favorite one in the game. If we want intelligence to be a 9, then that means, and we can get the intelligence bobblehead. So we have, we'd want to spend 7 points there. So 7 points of intelligence. So that's 8 plus 3 plus 7, so that's already 18 points. So we're at 18 points. Uh-oh, VTube Studio has pooped itself. Hopefully we will be back. Not sure what's going on there. Come on, VTube Studio, do your thing. Reconnect. Alright, fine, I guess I'm gonna have to reboot you manually. Yeah, Grognak's Axe. I actually haven't done a melee build. And that was on the Twitter poll, but sadly, I was kind of hoping melee would win the poll. But sadly, Twitter did in fact lose the poll, and so we're doing big guns instead. Anyway, let's get this back to where we want it to be. Is that good? Yeah, that's good enough at least. Right. So, back to doing our math. We've determined intelligence, and then that just leaves the last few. It's gonna be agility and or luck. Because yeah, we got our 21 points. We've spent 18 so far. That gives us 3 more points to spend. I guess those 3 are gonna go into, well, like, really? I don't even know if we should, though. like, reloading guns faster, especially with big guns, is very nice, but that is a heavy perk investment into agility, which is, admittedly, if you're playing a big guns character, not at all what you want you to be investing in. Like, agility, it should be a dump stat for us. So I'm gonna say, as much as I would love to have quick hands, because quick hands would just make life so much easier for us when we're using our big guns, I cannot justify going up to agility of 8. That has to be a dump stat. Yeah. So I'm gonna say no to that. That's a perk that we sadly will not be seeing. Were there any other perks in this tree earlier on, though? An action girl is kind of nice, but otherwise, yeah, no. Agility is just our dump stat. So then luck. We can get up to 3. We'll really only put it up to 2, and then we'll find the luck bobblehead. So that's 1 additional point into luck. And then that gives us 2 more points to spend, right? Hang on, because we've got, yeah, that's the 7 there, that's 10, 18, 19, yeah, 2 points to spend. So let's see, perception of 5 gives us demo expert, strength of 10 gives us pain train, so that one isn't a priority for us. Intelligence of 9, however, that one I think is a priority. So intelligence 9. Yeah, right now I'm only putting it up to 8. And then I can get it up to 9 with a simple, yeah, 1 of those points. And then we'll just find the bobblehead. It'll be just a nice to have, but we're not gonna get nerd rage. Other than that, so yeah, let's take a look at what we know for a fact we are doing. So strength, we're definitely putting 8 points into strength. Yeah, because we don't need that pain train just yet. We just need it to be like just on the verge of pain train, so so that's, yep, 8 points into strength. What did you do, legal? Perception is the one that we do want to be at max, I think, right? Because perception 5 is immediately... No, wait a minute. Perception 5? Yeah. Yeah, Perception 5, Demo Expert. Is a Perception bobblehead easy to find? I can't remember which bobblehead would be... Oh, thank you. That's very much appreciated. I think it's a Perception bobblehead that's in the museum, where you meet what's-his-face. I think that's the, like, very first bobblehead that you come across, just following along the main storyline. So I think that's fairly easy to get. So we don't really need the extra point into Perception. So that we are also going to say, we are committing only 3 points to that. Only 3 points to Perception. As for Intelligence at 9 gets us the fusion cores lasting longer. And that's the thing that we're also going to be wanting, like, pretty much as soon as possible. Yeah. But I do think 7 points is the correct amount to put into that. Yeah. I don't think we need nuclear physicist immediately. So... we're committing those 7 points to Intelligence. Luck? So this does leave me with only 3 points. I'm gonna commit those last 3 points into Endurance. Because even though we're not gonna be using any, like, even though I don't plan to get any of these perks, or at least they're not essential to me, we do need hit points, is the thing. So, yeah. That's 18, 19, 20, 21. So, yeah, those last 3 points will go into Endurance. And that will be my character build. Let me just set that off to the side. Now, we put this off long enough. Let's leave the vault. Yeah, the explosive shotgun is nice. Here's another thing I need to say about what this playthrough is gonna be.
Door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
I'm going to make it a rule where I cannot use guaranteed legendary weapons or any guaranteed legendary gear. Well, I don't know. There might be a few exceptions here and there. Like, there may be like some where I'm just like, I just cannot live without this. But generally speaking, like, I think it's a little bit more interesting to have legendary items that spawn in the world on legendary enemies. It's just a lot more exciting to me in a way, you know, like... Yep, exit vault. It's just... Oh, Jetty!
Like your return to the surface.
Hello, Jetty. Thank you for the raid. Hello. How's your stream? Let me give you a quick shout out. You're playing Super Mario World. Ooh, nice. Anyway, we are leaving the vault, and pretty much there's just one last person we need to talk to. Oh no, everything is dead. Oh no, what a shame. Oh no. Ooh, yeah. Can do hurty sometimes when that happens. So let's find Codsworth. Now here we're gonna test it. Is Codsworth going to actually say my name?
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth, you're still here. So other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the hubby see you in that state, huh? Where is Sir, by the way?
He's in a better place.
In a better place.
Oh, Mum, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Oh, Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna get my baby back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
Doesn't matter how long it's been. I feel fine.
A bit over 210, actually, Mum. Give or take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack. You must be famished.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Mum, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, Mum. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believed Sir was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Sir and young Sean may turn up yet.
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, Mum.
Poor Codsworth. Anyway, We're not going to be going on for too much longer. This is really just a stress test. Speaking of, seeing as this is a stress test, how's the frame rate looking to everyone? Does the frame rate seem to be holding up well? Any issues either on my model or elsewhere? Like, in the game? No problems, I hope?
Wait. My senses are picking up movement in another house. Follow me.
I'm just kind of letting Codsworth do all the work here. At what point does he say your name? Because I just want to verify if he can actually say my name. Okay, I guess I'll help. Everything's looking good? That's perfect. Glad to hear it. Yep, everyone's dead.
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, Mum. What about the city? Concord is nearby, and, well, the people there have only shot at me a few times.
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, Mum. You'll find young Sean. I know you will. I shall remain here and secure the home front.
Alright, instead of just kind of waiting around for the dialogue to actually happen, I'm just gonna use our good old friend Google. Fallout 4 names Codsworth can say. There we go. Codsworth recognized names. Because I'm going to just see. Is the page just not loading? Yeah, the page seems to be taking a while to load. There we go. We're slowly getting there. We're down to the E's. And F's and the H's. Okay, so H. H-A-M. Han, Hawk, Hastings, Harry, Harris, Harper. Yeah, sadly, I'm seeing no Haru. That is unfortunate. I do see a Hazel. So if we wanted to, we could go for Hazel. There's one other I want to check. Okay, yeah, really. Just like none of my names are Codsworth options. That's a huge bummer. So I guess whenever we get around to making our character, it's not a big deal, and I doubt we'll actually be having Codsworth as our long-term companion, but it'd just be kind of nice to have him actually say our name. So yeah, I could do Hazel. Could do what else is there? I mean, there's Holly. That's a kind of festive name. There's Isabella. For those who don't know, one of my partner's names, I could go for Isabella. Then over here. Let's see. Not really much is standing out. Yeah. Yeah, I'll think of something, but whatever our character name is not gonna be one of these. Anyway, that is enough for now, because that is not actually going to be our character. This was just a test run, just to see how well the game runs at the same time as VTube Studio. If you've noticed, the graphics quality is on the lower end. I'm perfectly fine with that personally. I don't have a problem with graphics. I grew up in an era of playing like Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2, so like graphics doesn't fucking matter to me. Like anything is better than that. Like Midnight Club 3 on the PS2. Oh my god. Like, compare that to all of this. I don't actually care that it's not as optimal as it could be. So, anyway, what we're gonna do is end the stream there. Thank you all so much for coming. This is just a test stream. I will not be streaming this game. This will be YouTube content. So if you want to watch me, oh, thank you for the follow, Bib Squid. Yeah, if you want to watch me play this game, it's going to be a YouTube series. So go and follow me on my YouTube, or subscribe to me, I guess is the term, which is right there in my links. There's my card. It gives you all the links to all the different places where I exist. YouTube, where I am doing one series of Assassin's Creed 2, and as of, I think, next week, I will begin uploading videos of this series, Fallout 4. So yeah, those are two YouTube exclusive series that you will not see on Twitch unless, like, some special reason why I choose to stream it. But for the most part, YouTube exclusive. So go check that out. Go subscribe to me there. You can follow me on Twitter, where I just exist and talk about stuff. That's where I am most prevalent. Although with Elon Musk, I hear things are kind of iffy about Twitter. I don't have any plans to leave or anything, but if things do end up going south, I also have a Discord server, which is also there in the bio, in the card. You can join the Discord, where I also host occasional watch parties. We actually just hosted the last watch party last Sunday, and the next one will probably be in December. So if you're interested in watch parties, join the Discord there. You can also support me with either a subscription here on Twitch, which gives you access to a bunch of emotes, or you can tip me through Stream Elements. And then we also have the Throne wishlist, which is kind of bare bones. I don't know if I will ever get around to adding more stuff onto it, but it's there if you want. If you want to recommend me stuff, you can do that. But yeah, just Throne is also a thing that I have. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Whoever we end up rating is going to be our raid message here. Haru hugs. And if you're subbed to me, you can have access to that emote. So, who all is streaming at this hour? Let me see. One person is streaming at this hour. That is good enough for me. So let's hop on over to... Looks like we will be rating Corey. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. I hope you go and subscribe to my YouTube so you can watch this series as it folds out. And yeah. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.